Well, good morning, everybody. Oh, we can do a little better than that, can't we? Good morning, everyone. There we go. All right. Welcome back to day 2. It's a pleasure to have you all back again, and we've got another action-filled day for you today, so we're really excited about that. One of the first things I would like to do, though, just to keep us on time and keep us moving, is to get our first speaker up right away. And I would like to introduce Mr. Sam Ramtahal from Enersource, and he is going to be speaking about the value of demand management programs in our community. So please help me welcome to the stage Mr. Sam Ramtahal. Thanks. Oh, sorry. You okay there?
Thank you, Steve. Good morning, everyone, and thank you for the opportunity to speak to you today. At Enersource Hydro, I'm responsible through my team for delivering the Ontario Power Authority's Save on Energy program to the great city, to our customer in the great city of Mississauga. On behalf of Enersource and our co-sponsors here this morning, Toronto Hydro and Hydro One Brampton, I would like to say a very special thank you to the Region of Peel and the Energy Matters Summit Committee for this opportunity to sponsor what we believe is a leading-edge summit. My opening remarks this morning will focus on the value of conservation and demand management programs to our customers in the province of Ontario. I would like to share a couple of specific examples of how we are working successfully with our customers to bring conservation to the implementation phase and reducing the energy costs. In the end, I hope to leave you with a positive message that the local distribution companies, or LDCs, are working together with all key stakeholders in the marketplace as a group and are being successful in delivering these important Save on Energy programs. Believe me when I say the best part of our job is connecting with our customers and helping them take full advantage of these wonderful programs. The Green Energy Act, which was passed 4 years ago, has brought very important and significant changes to our culture towards energy conservation in Ontario. This act was designed to achieve 3 major goals. First, expand our production of renewable energy. Secondly, creating up to 50,000 clean energy green jobs. And thirdly, to encourage energy conservation. As a result, we have seen big changes, big subsidies which have ramped up renewable energy generation through the feed-in tariff or FIT and microfit program. Also, we have seen new directives and policies through the Ministry of Energy and the Ontario Energy Board that requires all electric utilities or local distribution companies in the province to implement very aggressive conservation and demand management programs and targets. And recently, the ministry issued a new directive last December 2012, extending the programs and to customer incentives in 2015 as well. Our conservation targets in Ontario are amongst the most ambitious in North America. Firstly, the long-term energy plans have established very aggressive conservation energy targets for the province by 2030, which includes 7,100 megawatts of peak demand reduction and 28 terawatt hours of reduction in energy consumption. This is very significant. It is the equivalent of taking 1 in 5 households of the electricity distribution grid in the province of Ontario. Secondly, the Conservation and Demand Management Program, or CDM framework, issued by the Minister of Energy directives has established aggressive targets for the province. These targets include 1,200 megawatts of peak demand reduction and 6,000 gigawatt hours of energy savings. This is the equivalent of removing all households from the electricity grid in Brampton, Oakville, and Malton. Enersource's share of the Provincial Conservation and Demand Management Program targets for 2011, the 4 years, 2011-2014, are also very aggressive and very significant. It includes 93 megawatts of summer peak demand reduction and 417 gigawatt hours of electricity consumption savings. This is the equivalent of removing over 10,000 homes per year from the distribution grid. In the first 2 years of the CDM program delivery to our customers in Mississauga, Enersource has achieved 25 megawatts of peak demand reduction, which is about 27% of our CDM targets for megawatts hour demand reduction, and a cumulative energy savings of 267 gigawatt hours of energy reduction, which is equivalent to about 64% of our total targets. The Save on Energy program caters for all sectors in the marketplace. They are residential customer programs, they are programs for commercial and institutional types of businesses, and also they're programs for larger industrial facilities. Our residential demand response or peak saver program have reached out over 10,000 plus customers to date. The retrofit program or the equipment replacement incentive initiative, which is the most successful program to date in our service territory, have reached 10,000 plus small and medium-sized business customers. Also, our small business lighting program reached 5,000 plus customers, and the small business lighting programs involves incentive up to $1,500 for free lighting upgrades. In order to deliver these aggressive targets, local distribution companies have been working very collaboratively with the Electricity Distribution Association, or the EDA, and the Coalition of Large Distributors, or the CLD members in Ontario. The Electricity Distribution Association represents all 76 local distribution companies in Ontario and has been working very proactively and collaboratively with the Ontario Power Authority and the Local Distribution Companies Committee through various working groups for the smooth delivery of the Save on Energy programs to our customers. The Coalition of Large Distributors collectively serves approximately 80% of all the customers in Ontario and includes the largest electric and gas distributors. Current members are Enbridge, Enersource, Horizon, Hydro One Network, Hydro Ottawa, PowerStream, Toronto Hydro, Union Gas, and Viridian Hydro. There is no better time to improve the energy efficiency of your homes or businesses. The cost of power in the province is increasing pervasively. We, as a utility, are responsible for approximately 10% of the total electricity bill. The other 90% goes towards generation, transmission, and regulatory. Currently, electricity commodity rates alone are expected to rise by up to 8% annually for the next 5 years. Conservation will help educate customers on ways to minimize the impact of rate increases and help businesses and industry invest in efficiency measures to maintain competitiveness. Conserving electricity is also generally less expensive than generating electricity. The Ontario Power Authority reported energy conservation at a program cost to the consumers based on their latest verified results in 2011 as just 3 cents per kilowatt hours. This is indeed relatively cheap when compared to alternative sources of generation. We recognize that lowering energy usage is a good way for you to help the environment and manage your electricity costs. We also have in progress to be completed by the end of 2014 2 major projects in Mississauga area. The largest LED street lighting project and a heat recovery cogeneration project, the first of its kind in the cement industry in North America. The City of Mississauga LED street lighting project will result in major reductions in future energy and maintenance costs. The city is taking a bold step in investing $25 million to implement citywide light emitting diode or LED street lighting and remote control system. Moving towards the LED street lights will reduce the city carbon footprint by lowering their energy consumption by 50%. Our affiliate company, Enersource Hydro Mississauga Services, is working with the city and installing this LED lighting system that is truly amazing. Enersource Service Company is offering turnkey road lighting energy saving solutions to other municipalities throughout the country, which will offer significant long-term financial benefits. The other big project, Wholesome Canada Plan, the heat recovery project, in the fall of 2012, Enersource and Wholesome Canada announced the launch of a heat recovery project. This project is both economically and environmentally sound because it captures residual heat produced during the manufacturing of cement to generate electricity. This project has been designed to reduce consumption of 30 gigawatt hours of electricity per year, and this is the equivalent of removing over 3,000 households from the electricity grid. Enersource assisted this important customer in securing a financial incentive from the Ontario Power Authority through their Save on Energy programs. These are just 2 examples of how Enersource is working with our customers to help them to become more efficient and more environmentally friendly. There are many more examples in Mississauga as well as throughout the province where the local distribution companies are working with their customer, so the future looks very exciting. I would like to encourage all companies in all industries to work with your local distribution company to save money, save energy, and save the environment. I'd like to thank you again for letting me share some of our experiences we have had so far. Please enjoy the remainder of your day. Thank you.
Well, that's great. Thank you very much, Sam, for sharing that information with us. I must admit, at the Region Appeal, we've certainly taken advantage of a lot of the different programs that are offered by our local distribution companies. Enersource has been just a great support for us here at the Region Appeal, as is Hydro One Brampton, and the programs that they continue to put out are just fabulous. So I'd really encourage you to go out and speak to your local distribution company who can really help you out with a lot of different programs. They've just been great for us. So thank you very much, Sam, and thank you for Enersource for coming out this morning. Well, I've got a couple of housekeeping items that I do want to share with you before we get to our first keynote. First off, if you need any help or assistance throughout your day today, our staff are dressed in, I think they're still in black shirts today. They're all through the event, and if you need any help or assistance whatsoever, please feel free to ask any one of us. We'll be more than happy to take care of you. Also following our keynote address, we're going to have a third round of workshop sessions that will be taking place once again in the Mechanic or Monroe rooms, which are just outside the hall. And also moving into this morning's refreshment networking breaks, those will take place at 10:45 in the trade show hall this morning. We're then going to reconvene for a final round of workshop sessions, and those will begin at 11:15 this morning. And the entire two-day program is located in page 9 of your conference program, so please feel free to browse through there. And once again, be sure to complete your 2013 Energy Matters Summit Satisfaction Survey for your chance to win, and I think prizes are probably in front of me. Yes, they're down here. We're going to have a prize draw for a new iPad or a digital camera or an Apple TV, things like that. So please, your surveys will be distributed to your tables at lunchtime again. Please fill them out then and submit them into the prize buckets that I think the boxes are out in that back corner by Harriet and her team, and we'll make sure that you get your ticket in there for a chance to win. You have to be here at the end of the day today when we draw the prize to win. That's the hook. All right, so let's get started. Our first keynote presentation today is going to be Jonathan Laski. Jonathan is the Director of Energy Networks for C40 Cities Climate Leadership Group, and that's in partnership with the Clinton Climate Initiative, the C40. And he's responsible for the development and delivery of C40's city-led networks on private and public sector building energy efficiency. His presentation today is going to be focusing on climate action and